I mean, I want Japan to take a more aggressive approach to its foreign policy, just because that's usually a little bit more interesting for us. Also, thank you, Cowfetus69 for the follow. So, okay, so the Internationale and Germany's at war. Congratulations to all of them. Second Weltkrieg, yada yada yada. Again, not a huge deal, I think. What are we going to do after this? Some of these probably will automatically bypass. I think the Deacon states will bypass, Claim Go will probably bypass. I would like to incorporate Burma, Ceylon. I mean, we could just attack Germany for these territories, depending on what they feel like. And of course, Siam, they're already in the Coral Barbarian Sphere, so we wouldn't actually be able to attack them, unfortunately. It would have been nice, but understandably, it's not likely to happen. Okay, research slots. We'll go for the 1940 support equipment for now. Russia's declared war now on the entirety of the German Empire. I mean, it's a very, very, very large front. They're also attacking Azerbaijan as well. Wait, is Azerbaijan in the Istanbul Pact? No, they're not. So they're not also at war with the Ottoman Federation. World tension at 84. We could just play a war goal against you. 140 days. You know what? I'm going to do it anyways. Just, I think it'd be fun. And also, if we can take Afghanistan, we kind of need to if we're ever going to attack our way into Russia. Bolster our Russian ally here. Which I think we should end up doing at some point. Captured. Oh yeah, I guess you don't need to be there anymore. But I also can't capture you because you can't. It would be cool if you could break yourself out of prison. But I don't believe that's actually an option for you. And I don't know if the Ottomans are actually going to win the war. There's definitely a chance for a comeback. It's not impossible. Okay, so the Canadians are actually doing pretty well. They haven't taken Chicago, but most of these major cities on this coastline have been taken by either the American Union State or the Canadians. The CSA really is just Chicago at this point. Also, we need to mobilize our economy. Do I, though? I mean, we get 5% stability if we don't. I will do it. We get 50 political power. And it means that we're not going to take stability losses, which I'm happy about. Okay, the CSA is actually dead. Bye, CSA. And not that it really mattered too much. Actually, ooh, 3 of those done. 4 cores is better for us. Means that we're going to be sending less troops on occupations. I guess you don't bypass till this. Assam is a core. Ottawa is a core. Assam's going to take 90 days. Ottawa's going to take 90 days. Can't do any of these quite yet. So we'll just go for our factory output. They're going to take 90 days. Okay, 90 days on the cores. Yeah, 49 days on the focus. So that's going to leave us with 21 days afterwards. What do we want to do with that? I think it's a great question. My question is anybody actually ever going to attack the Fenian government? I think it's entirely possible. It would get Japan definitely involved in the war in China. How many troops does Japan have? Right now, they are at 55 divisions. We are at 66. We can field up to 202, which I think is pretty good. But the problem is, of course, we're missing a lot of rifles. If we just had better rifle production, we would be fielding a stupid amount of units. But we just don't have the... We don't have the capacity right now, which is a real shame. 1941. It looks like it's actually a little bit too expensive, so I'm not gonna hold off on you for now. But I will go for a little bit of fuel gain per oil. I know no troops are in basic training. Again, I can't really afford it. Making 100 rifles a day. We need like 14,000. We are 143 days away from that. I still don't even have like enough steel to build anything else. I guess all of our steel is actually going to be in producing rifles. I guess we'll trade more with the Germans. Because again, me and Germany, there's nothing Other than Ceylon, which you do eventually probably want to take, there's nothing like inherently hostile between our two empires. Again, the leaves for right now. Eventually, we'll probably be preparing naval invasion into Middle Africa, but that's a future issue for sure. And apparently, you just can't liberate yourself, unfortunately. I think it'd be very cool if you could, but agency need four factories. How many factories do we have? Okay, get more cores. We have 45% consumer goods. That is absolutely disgusting. That's very, very bad. How do we get rid of this penalty? You are backwards economy. Back. Seek foreign investment. Makes it less bad. Can we actually do that right away? We could. Also, yeah, you all are fantastic. Why have I not done these yet? 'Cause that's 4 civilian. No, that's 8 civilian, 8 military factories. And 25 free steel. Why have I not done this research yet? Why was I focusing on researching the military upgrades when there's all these factories in my, like, just in front of my face? I don't know. I don't know. Extra research slot. Not just being national. We don't have backwards economy. We do, unfortunately. Just fix it. New economy. Yeah, replaces it. Take it down here eventually. God, there's so many focuses we. 49 days is actually for Kaiserreich a pretty long focus. Okay, Chad's risen up against the French Republic. Probably would have liked that to happen a little bit earlier, but what can you do? Also, it's like Germany might just completely falter very, very soon. Which I'm okay with. If Germany falters, we're just going to see Ceylon in the Maldives. It works out completely A-okay to me. It's free real estate, basically. Follow you up. We still need even more guns. We're gonna go 5. I think getting an extra 10 is a bit much. Army. What else do we need here? You know, recovery rate, reinforcement rate. Well, is there anything better we want to research? 1939 artillery. I think that seems to definitely do that. Aluminum, I think is kind of garbage. I guess we'll build more convoys for now. And Australia, or not Australia, New Zealand did lose their territory here. They're pushing their way through. Japan is looking pretty good. Definitely can use, what is this island? Palembang, Sumatra. You can definitely use Sumatra to push more claims in the Dutch East Indies in the future. National leadership. Shaanxi is falling apart a little bit. Unification by subjugation. Now, you love to see it. Peaceful unification? Are you a freaking nerd? Absolutely not. Go for a military conflict. Like, what else we got here? I mean, Germany's pushing her way. I guess that's against Norway. So, I mean, Norway's dead. Congratulations. But you have lost a lot of your major industrial centers to the Dutch and the French. We'll probably see the Austrians join in at some point. The Italian Republic, they are not in a faction, but they might join up the Austrians rather than later. Norway's annexed. Oh yeah, like Norway, I forgot Norway was annexed in International. Norway declared they were under Quisling, right? And they just declared war on Sweden for no good reason whatsoever. Yeah, I don't know why they would decide to do that. It seems like a major mistake on their part. I mean, we can see that Russia is doing terribly against the German puppets around here. England's doing okay. French Republic sending some troops. We'll probably see the United States end up unifying, I would imagine, under either the Pacific States or New England. Or a peaceful merger of the two. Are you... I mean, Hawaii's independent. They're in the Reichspakt. I do really like the Hawaiian flag. One right here. I think that looks very nice. So A+ on the flag meta. Okay, so you know what? Let's seek foreign investment. Let's try to make our economy function so that we're not having negative 45% consumer goods. Really bad. And then we just push our forces against the Bhutan and Nepal. You guys here. 6 of you guys here. Just for potential potential invasion of Nepal. Transmere declared war on Russia. Okay. Okay. Again, that's fine for us, because eventually we do want to back Transmere in the war against Russia, because they should, once they unify Russia, actually, can they join the, yes, they can actually join the Co-Prosperity Sphere. They can do their own faction, they can create their own Moscow Accord, or they can join the Entente. Maybe we actually don't care about Transmere that much, but on the other hand, we might want to claim Central Asia, just because it'd be fun. And we still have January 26th until our war against Afghanistan is a go. I don't think Afghanistan will really put up too much resistance to us. Or at least I'm hoping so. Knock on wood. Don't look at any historical events that happen in Afghanistan when it comes to foreign occupation. Just imagine that we'll do it better than everyone else. Which is what I believe. And what I believe is true. No matter what. No matter what. Battle rifles. I will take actually anti-tank. I think that seems okay. I don't want better rifles just because we already can't produce enough guns as is. Upgrading them is just going to make them more expensive. Which isn't what we need. 1 days on all of you. I would like more political power. Again, getting more cores would be nice. Eventually we get some cores on Pakistan. What's going on in the rest of the world? I mean, I don't know how the International is going to do. International is funny. They can definitely beat Germany, but Austria, they have up to, well, they have 27 to 200. That's a big range. Let's assume 125. Can definitely really push things in favor of the Reichspakt in the future. But it also could lead to their downfall. We've seen plenty of times where Austria ends up just making the Reichspakt weaker by opening up a southern front that gets destroyed by the Italians. We'll just have to wait and see. Part of the Belgrade Pact. Eventually, you'll also declare war on Austria. I just don't know when it'll be. Thank you, for the follow. SW Drizzle? With Drizzle? Can upgrade artillery. That is completely okay. How many of these infantry do we have? 32 of you. If I was to throw in a support artillery, do we have enough artillery? The answer is no, but actually not by too much. I won't add you in quite yet. Let's also remove all these extra units that we have. We're not actually using. God, we have so many templates. Probably do want to consolidate them all down. More of a cohesive fighting front. I do love how they don't have their capital defended. Wait, why are you taking attrition? Fate. Oh, because it's got really high resistance. Okay. So don't be over there then. How high is resistance? It's at 75. Where's my You're not dead yet, and unfortunately I can't miss an operative if they're in jail. I really wish I could. It would make my life easier. They have a resistance. I mean, it's going down. But it's still not good. Okay, Canada has ended their hostilities. So it's like Australia did end up winning, but they did give Canada Papua up in the north. So the Entente's been having a pretty bad campaign so far. I mean, again, they're probably going to end up winning in America, so good for them there. What if I send volunteers to you? Send 1 unit. Probably not worth it. I mean, if Tunisia were to rise up, it's pretty good, because if you rush and take Algiers, all this basically the French Republic collapses. Or restoration. Now should actually have some factories actually building shit. And against Nepal, dealing with Bhutan. Yeah, let's push claims against Nepal first. So we can attack Bhutan. I mean, Burma at this point shouldn't end up joining up with the Japanese. Because if they were going to join up with Japan, they would have, I think, already done so. We can kill them. Make a little puppet state. Guys, now declare yourself to be the Republic of China. I'm going to tell you right now that you're not in a great shape to, to really establish yourself as being the Republic, but, you know, go off. We need steel. No, because that's just for convoys. I don't care that much. Actually, there's so many convoys right now. I'll probably cut you down to 2. And just... You don't even have submarines of recent. Okay, never mind. That's probably why we weren't already building submarines. They didn't have them recent. What's your plan right now? By the way, are you going to go pro-Japan or anti-Japan? I'm hoping you go towards Japan. Because being pro-Japanese is good for us. Otherwise, we might need to invade the defending government. They've also, like, they're just like a big string country. I don't really know what they're doing. Also, look at their very, very nice pie chart here. Almost a perfect 25, 25, 25, 25. Follow you up research-wise. Light tanks? Yeah, you know what? We can do light tanks. Our armies are already looking good as is. Ottomans, I think, are going to lose. I think they just need to lose, like, this one city. And that should end up piecing them out. Actually, no, they don't have Baghdad yet. Maybe just taking Baghdad would get the Ottomans to surrender. I don't know the exact cities you need for a capitulation event here to actually fire properly. What's your plan? American Union States. They are fighting on a pretty large front. They're fighting also a lot of people. Okay. Afghanistan, welcome to the Empire. We don't need to get the Japanese involved. Do I need to be at peace for this? Yes, god damn it. Okay, well, let's get our 4 military factories then. Completely my fault. I should have read the event description a little bit better. I don't need to be fighting these. Like, oh no, Afghanistan's pushing a truce through Peshawar. I don't care. We're basically just victory point rushing this. Go to Kabul. Kunduz is way up in the north. Herat's over there as well. Go up to Kunduz. Play it this way. Guys, go to Herat. And if they want to push their way into, like, Delhi, so be it. Add a little bit of covering fire here. A little bit of covering fire for you. Got an Afghan cavalry division. But again, it's fine. It really is not going to matter. Got a nice little puppet state. We can use them to take our territory in Central Asia. And it's going to be glorious. It's going to be fantastic. I mean, they're going to be fighting a big, big war. And I'm just curious about, like, what's Japan going to do? Right now, they're building railroads. They have no interest at all in actually declaring war on anybody. Japan. Stop being a little baby. There's some wars on people. That's all I've got to say on the matter. Go here. Way up north like this. We shouldn't, I think, take too many casualties. I mean, 2,800 is still... I mean, again, it's not really the it's not the cost in human lives that actually matter. What matters here is the cost of infantry equipment. Yeah, they're too peaceful, too big of a baby. Are they democratic? Yeah, they're social democrats, that's why. If only the national populace took charge, then we'd be having wars out the wazoo. Frickin' little baby. They don't know what's good for them. They've gone too democratic. Nerds. Okay, so we have an event. Okay, so it looks like they have joined the Call of Prosperity Sphere. Yang Guting, now in charge. Still a very snaky country. But you should now, because you are part of the reform government in China, you should definitely declare war. And get the Japanese involved in the war in China.